Hello friends, today we will learn about the C basic concepts. Let's start the video. Introduction to the C language. As we all know that in the English language we have the first to learn the alphabets. With the help of the alphabets we make the words, and with the help of these words we make the sentences, and number of sentences help us to make the paragraph. Similarly, in the C language we require the alphabets, we require the digits, we require the special symbols, and with the help of these alphabets, digits and special symbols we make the constants, we make the variables, we make the keywords. After these constant, variable and the keywords help us to make the C program instructions, and the combination of these instructions make a program, and our aim is to make a program. Next we see in C we have the character set. We have the alphabets, like in English we have the A to Z 26 alphabets in uppercase, likewise in smaller case. In the case of the digits we can use the digit number 0 to 9. And in the special symbols we can have the different type of special symbols like @ and %, hash, star, parenthesis, braces, square bracket, colon. This is very important, semicolon. Semicolon is required a number of times in C language. This is the comma, dot, question mark, slash, backslash. So these are the character set of the C language. In C language we require these three: constants, variables and keywords. So what is a constant? As you are the engineering students, you know better that constant is a value, constant value. Like pi have constant value of 3.14, or you can say 22/7. So 22/7 or 3.14 is a constant. Likewise in this example we have the 3 as a constant, and in this example we have the 5 as a constant, whereas this x is the variable. This x is the variable. So in this x is variable, this x is variable, and this 5 is a constant, this 3 is a constant. Because in our processor we have the memory locations. In ROM, EEPROM or RAM we have the memory locations. So this name is called as the variable, this data is called as the constant value, and this space have some address also. This we will study in further lectures, that this address is this location's address, or you can say this data's address. So till this stage we should remember that these x can be y, z, any alphabet you can say, and all these will have the variable, and the constant value is this data value. These keywords we will study in the further slides. So next is types of C constants. C constants are of two types. One is the primary and second is the secondary. Primary constants have integers, real and character constants. Integer can be a negative, like if we say minus x, or you can say minus 1 minus 2 plus 1 plus 2, like this, and we can have the values on the negative sides 0, 1, 2, 3. These are the integers. Clear? Now if these are the real constant. What is the real constant? Real is means decimal numbers. We have the 1.23, 1.04, 21.32. All these numbers which have these decimal points are called the real constants. Character constants. Character constants are the one alphabet or a one digit. We represent these like this. If we say 1, so this is a character constant. We have to use this single inverted to represent a character constant. In the secondary constant we have the array, pointer, structure, union, enum, etc. We will study these in further videos. Presently we will concentrate on these three primary constants. So what are the rules to construct integer constants? We have studied three types of constants: integers, real and character. So firstly we are studying here integer constants. So an integer constant must have at least one digit. Means it should be of one digit, like it can be a 1, it can be 2, 3, minimum one digit. It can be a number of digits like 23, 2, 3, 4, 1, 5, 6, 7. Second point is it must not have a decimal point, because it is a integer. It cannot have a decimal point, means it could not be 2.3. This decimal is not allowed in the case of the integer constants. It can be either positive or negative, like it can be a minus 3, it can be a plus 3, it can be a minus 9 or plus 10. It can have the negative sign as well as the positive sign. Fourth point is, if there is no sign precedes an integer constant, it is assumed to be a positive. Means if we write 3, then this means is it is a plus 3. If we write 10 without a plus sign, it is presumed that it is a positive number. Fifth point is, no commas or blanks are allowed. Means we can't write like 3, 2, or we can't write 3 space 2. If we want to write 32, we have to write it like this, without spacing or without comma or without any symbol. So 32 can be written like this way, not like this, 3, 2, 3 space 2. Next is the allowable range for the integer constant is minus 32768 to 32767 in the Turbo C compiler. It can be varied according to the compiler bit size. So these are some examples of the integer constants. Like 426 is okay, it can be written as plus 426, then it will be the same thing. But if we write minus 426, then it is no wrong if we want to write the 426. Other example is plus 782 minus 32.76 and 48.592. Next is rules for constructing character constants. A character constant is a single alphabet, a single digit, or a single special symbol enclosed within a single inverted commas, like this. If we just a minute. So here we can see we have to use these inverted, like here it is used in the example. This single inverted must be used to specify the character constants, like here it is used. Both the inverted commas should point to the left. Here it is the main point that these inverted commas should be like this. You can see here the difference, and this is directed towards a single direction. Both are the same, and here these both are the opposite direction. So it is not allowed, it is okay. Even these special symbols can be come in the single inverted are called the characters. Next is the rules for constructing real constants. A real constant must have at least one digit. As we said that these real numbers are represented with the decimal points, like 1.3 is a real constant, and these must have the one digit, at least one digit. Next point is it must have a decimal point. As I told that point is must, we should write the 0.3, then we have to use this point. It could be either positive or negative. Like integer, it can be minus 0.3 or plus 0.3. Means we can have the positive real constants also, and we can have the negative real constants. Means sign can be a negative for the negative numbers, positive for the positive numbers. And as we discussed in the case of the integer, default sign is positive. Means if we write 0.3, then it means positive 0.3. Next is no commas or blanks are allowed within the real constant. If we want to write the 0.3, then we have to write the in continuation, not like this 0.3. It is not allowed. Likewise 0 point and space and 3, it is also wrong. So plus, here some examples are given, like plus 3 to 5.34. We will see that these conditions are satisfying in the example, then this number is okay, as it has decimal point, it has at least one digit, it is either positive or negative, as here is the sign, so it is a positive number, and no comma or blanks is not here, so it is a perfect real constant. Likewise, in the second example, we can see here no sign of plus is given. So it is default of type positive real constant. In this, a sign of negative is given, so it is a negative real constant. So let's go to further slide. Here we can see that rules for constructing variable names means, as we discussed, that there are three things. One is the location name, one is the data, and one is the address. So till point we have studied about the constants. These are the constants, and this is a variable. So this variable, now we should know that how we can put the name of it. How we can put the name of it? Can we set it x? Can we set it as xy, xyz, or xyz, ky? How to name the address? So let's start. A variable name is any combination of 1 to 31 alphabets, digits, or underscores. Means in the variable naming we can have these underscore, we can have these alphabet, we can have these digits. Some compiler allows variable names whose length could be 247 characters, and some have 31 characters. It varies from the compiler to compiler. In Turbo C we have the limit of 31 characters. Do not create unnecessarily long variable names. It is favorable to set the short name. Short name is preferable. Not like this SI, INT, GO, KL. What is the use of these long names? There is complication increases if we use these long names of variables. We should take variable names as small as like K. If we want to write the simple interest, we should use SI. If we want to name principal, so we will write the PR. This is better. Instead of writing it like principal of amount, it is the unnecessary exercise. So we should prefer the short names. We should prefer the short names. So next point is the first character in the variable name must be an alphabet or underscore. Means it can be a alphabet, it can be a underscore, but can't be a digit. Means we can't say 9 underscore SI. It will be wrong. We can say SI, okay. We can say SI underscore is acceptable. We can say SI underscore and 9. It is acceptable. Means the digit can't be the first alphabet of the variable. Next is rules for constructing variable names. Like I discussed, that if we want to give the name of the principal amount, then we can use the print, we can use the PR, we can use P. It is acceptable. Likewise, if we want a variable for the rate of interest, we should make it shorter. Like we should take the R from the rate of O and I for this. So this can be easily understand that ROI means the rate of interest. Likewise, NOY for the number of years. NOY for the number of years. And we should prefer these type of notations instead of variable names of A, B, C. We can use A for this, B for this, and C for this. But from A, B, C, it is not easy to understand that A refers to the principal, B refers to the rate of interest. Means we should use the variable name which can be understand for a new user. Next is the keywords. As we start the topic with the constants, variables, and keywords. So we have discussed these 2 points in earlier slides. So now we will discuss the keywords. Keywords are the words whose meaning has already been explained to the C compiler. Means these are the reserved words in the compiler. We can't use these words as the variable. We can't use these words as the variables. Like we were discussing in the previous slides that variable names are compulsory to give the location name. So we should use some words for the variables, but that should not be the keywords. In the C we have the 32 keywords. In the C we have the 32 keywords. These keywords cannot be used as variable names, because if we do so we are trying to assign a new meaning to the keyword, which is not allowed by the computer. C compiler allows you to construct variable names that exactly resemble the keywords. However, it would be safer not to mix up the variable names. Means we should avoid to set these words, these keywords as the variable names. These are these 32 keywords which are reserved for the C: auto, break, case, char, const, continue, default, do, likewise void, volatile, and these all 32 keywords are reserved. So we should not take these words as the variable name. I hope these slides are understand to you, and you will be able to write the C programs. In the further videos I will explain how to write the C programs. Thank you very much. Thank you very much all.